Welcome back to the One-Time Close Land and Home Construction Loan channel. If you have been thinking about building a home in Arkansas, this is one of those moments where the right loan can make the whole plan feel a lot less heavy. A 3.5% down FHA one-time close construction loan can give you a clear path, one closing, and a lot more peace of mind. And that really matters when you are building from scratch.
That was exactly our situation. We wanted to build, but we did not want to get tangled up in a bunch of extra loans, surprise fees, and all that mess. We live outside Little Rock, and we kept hearing people say building was complicated. Honestly, we were nervous. But once we learned how the one-time close worked, it felt like somebody turned the lights on.
That is the goal. Arkansas families work hard and they deserve a loan that respects their time and their budget. With this FHA construction loan, you are not piecing together a bunch of separate closings. You are rolling the land, the build, and the permanent mortgage into one process. That keeps things simple, and simple is good when you are already managing a builder, plans, timelines, and life.
Simple is exactly the word. I remember thinking, okay, where is the catch? Because every time something sounds good, there is usually some hidden string attached. But this was different. We were told up front what the structure looked like. No games, no fancy talk, just straight answers.
And that is how it should be. One of the biggest benefits is lower upfront cost. The lender and admin fees are built into the loan. Draw fees and inspection-related costs are handled too. So instead of writing a stack of checks at closing, you can keep more cash in your pocket for the things that actually matter, like moving, furniture, or just having a little breathing room.
That part helped us a lot. We were already dealing with the cost of the lot and the build itself. So when we learned we could buy the lot with this loan too, we were excited to learn we were not going to be hit with a pile of extra lender and closing fees. It was a huge relief. This loan also allows you to use the value of the lot towards your down payment. We have friends in the same area and they bought their lot a few years ago, and we told them to use you and they were able to finance 100% of the build. It felt like someone finally understood what real life looks like.
Exactly. And then there is the interest reserve option. During construction, some borrowers want to make monthly interest-only payments. Others want to set aside the interest in the loan so they do not make payments during the build. That can be a real game changer if you are still paying rent or if you just want to keep your monthly budget steady.
We used the interest reserve. Best move we made. I am not kidding. Having no monthly interest payment during the build gave us space to breathe. We could focus on the house going up instead of stressing every month about one more bill. It made the whole thing feel a lot less stressful.
That is the kind of stability people are looking for. And it is especially helpful when you are building in a place like Arkansas, where families often want to stay rooted for the long haul. Whether you are looking around Bentonville, Hot Springs, Conway, or out toward the Ozarks, you want a home that feels solid from the start.
That's the truth. We wanted something that felt like home, not something temporary. We wanted a place our kids could grow into. And once we got into the process, the built-in contingency reserve really impressed me too.
That is another big one. Construction can get bumpy, materials change, a builder may uncover something unexpected. A real FHA one-time close land and home loan should already have a contingency reserve built in so those surprises do not throw the whole project off track. No new approval, no starting over, just stay on schedule.
That reserve saved us when we needed a change order. We did not have to panic or scramble, we just handled it. And the funny part is, our builder actually recommended a bigger contingency buffer in the loan because he said that is just smart planning. He was right. If you do not use it all, it can reduce the final balance through principal loan reduction. That was great to hear.
That is a big difference from lenders who say low down payment, but then expect you to bring a big contingency fee to closing anyway. That is not low down payment. That is a bait and switch. When we say low or no down payment, we mean it.
Amen to that. We had talked to other places before this, and some of it felt like smoke and mirrors, like you were dealing with one of those sleazy used car salespeople. You think you are getting one thing, and then all of a sudden there is another fee, another requirement, another surprise. It got old fast, so we dumped them and called you.
A lot of borrowers feel that way because they have seen too many half-baked loan promises. But security matters. That is why the rate cap guarantee and float-down feature matters so much. With this loan, your permanent rate floats until completion. If rates drop while your home is being built, you can benefit from that. If they rise, the rate cap helps protect you.
That gave us so much peace of mind. I remember thinking, okay, even if the market moves around, we are not stuck. That was huge. Nobody wants to feel trapped by a bad rate after waiting months for a house to be finished.
Right. And the best part is that you do not need to play a guessing game months ahead of time. You do not need to lock too early and hope for the best. You get protection and flexibility. That is what makes a true one-time close loan different from the old school way.
We were so glad we called. And honestly, the process was easier than I expected. I thought I would need to become a mortgage expert overnight. Instead, we got clear answers, real guidance, and a team that kept things moving.
That is what we want for people in Arkansas. A loan should help you build confidence, not confusion. If you are ready to build and want to know whether your situation fits, call 888-857-8041. We can walk through your lot, your builder, your budget, and what the loan could look like for you.
Do it. Seriously. We waited too long before making the call, and once we did, everything got easier. If you are sitting there thinking about a build near Fayetteville, Jonesboro, Little Rock, or anywhere in between, just call 888-857-8041 and get the conversation started.
And if you are wondering about loan amounts, these programs are generally available starting at $200,000 and up to the FHA maximum. That gives a lot of families room to work with a realistic budget and build something they can be proud of.
That was another thing we liked. It was not overcomplicated. It was not loaded with jargon. It was just a straightforward path to building a home we actually wanted. We also had a lot of options on the type of home that we could build. We could do a traditional stick-built or site-built home, timber frame homes with wide-open spaces, barn dominiums, modular homes, and even manufactured homes.
That is the idea. You should not have to settle. You should not have to wonder if you are making a mistake. You should be able to move forward with a plan that feels solid. That is what this FHA one-time close land and home construction loan is built for.
And let me say this too. Our builder appreciated the structure as much as we did. When everyone knows the plan, the whole job runs better. No drama, no confusion, just steady progress.
That's right. And steady progress is what gets you to move-in day. So if you are ready to stop renting and start building equity in a home designed for your family, call 888-857-8041 today. The sooner we talk, the sooner you can see what is possible.
I wish more people knew how doable this really is. Building a custom home in Arkansas does not have to feel out of reach.
For more helpful videos on how we can help you achieve your dream home, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, put your questions below in the comment section. Don't forget to call us at 888-857-8041.